Hello everybody and welcome back to the 20th year of Let's Play Dawn of Man with me, Scruffy Joe. And as you can see, if I was allowed to be in charge of a civilization for 20 years, that civilization would clearly prosper. Scruffy Joe for Prime Minister, right? Let's just carry on playing. We have got a couple of issues, a couple of things to think about and be concerned with. Firstly, we haven't got enough sheep. That's the real problem, because a lack of sheep obviously means that you don't have anything producing wool, and yeah, it's just slightly problematic. We do have enough of every other animal, although some of them are getting a bit old, and I'm also a bit concerned about space. So we got enough space in each of these for 10 animals. We've got 2 there, and we've got 2 up here as well. So we've got enough space for 20 animals. However, I've set the limits to say that we can have, well, we don't actually have donkeys or horses or cows yet, but I've set the limits to 60. So we could potentially have a situation where we have a whole bunch of animals which don't have anywhere to live, and that might stop them from breeding. I'm not really quite sure how it works. I don't really know. So it's kind of a bit of an experiment. I think maybe for the time being we can just make it slightly better by putting that down to... Hold on, am I being an idiot? Yeah, sorry, there's 20 animals in each thing. So sorry, 10 animals in each thing. I've got the capacity for 40 animals. And yeah, that makes sense. That'll do. Having reduced those to 15, there's now maximums of 45, so we might end up with a little bit of a space problem, but not too much. I'm wittering on. It's Saturday, so yeah, what I need to do is probably have a quick wander around and just look for sheep. I need to look for small green dots nearby. That is a pig. Yeah. What are they? They look like goats. Oh no, they are sheep. But they're adults, so that's no good. Yeah, we're looking for baby sheep that we can kind of kidnap. That's donkeys. Can't do donkeys yet. When we can domesticate donkeys, then we can invent the wheel, and then, you know, we can have a grand old time of it. I think there might be something slightly wrong with the tech tree, because I'm pretty sure we had wheels before we had copper. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Not certain on that. There don't seem to be any sheep around. So I've run into the back wall of the map. Let's just travel this way a little bit. Red, that's bears. What are you? You're an ibex. That looks like some bison of some kind. Herd of donkeys. Ooh. Deer. No, you're no good. Wolves? Wolves. Don't really like wolves. Well, I mean, I do like wolves. I don't like them in this game. Are they sheep? One of those is a baby. Young female. That's exactly what we want. Kind of relying on them either having a respawn mechanic in this game rather than just breeding naturally, because if they're breeding naturally, then I've kind of ruined it by capturing all of the female ones. So that's all good. We have got one lined up. We'll keep an eye out and see if there are more. I can't actually remember where the base is. I've lost my home. There it is. If in doubt, climb a mountain. It's all going quite well, really. It's a bit quiet. Oops, that's me pressing the wrong button. I haven't actually done that as recently as I used to, so, you know, must be getting better. Let's just have a quick look. We've got 70 out of 88 people. I don't know if some people died or whether we just built a housing estate last time. And we also have some sort of tree regrowth, which we don't necessarily want inside our town, so let's just deal with that. Because extra logs is always useful. Bit of farming, good. Where are we? Spring still? Yep. Should have planted all these crops by now. Yep, we have. And so at the beginning of summer they just go poosh. Ooh. Bittenvich. I don't know what that means. It's pretty good. So what are we doing here? We are building charcoal. That's cool. What are we doing here? Making tools. Or at least we would be. What's going on here? That is a storage hut. And that is the place where we are building the metal. Basically at the moment, as soon as a piece of metal is being built, they're taking it straight in here and constructing it into a spear or a knife. Everything takes a twig and some metal. Makes perfect sense. And we are still collecting all of the various stone and gradually tidying things up, which is awesome. That needs to be got rid of because that's in the way. And when these trees grow a bit taller, I'll cut them down as well for more logs. So yeah, pretty good. Base is looking pretty good. Could do with how many logs? And quite a few logs. Could do with some more defensive walling. I mean extra platforms to stand on because they're a bit slightly problematic. Also, I am curious to know what my straw capacity is. Because although I have got 63, which is quite a lot. Hooray! Hooray! 75 people for the first time. I'm just a bit concerned we've not got enough straw. We are got quite a lot of animals, and they all do need to eat straw over the winter time. So you know you've got to keep those supplies up. However, having said that, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's flax. That's not going to give you any straw. That's not going to give you any straw, and that's not going to give you any straw either. Will give me a nice amount of vegetables though. Pulse is a go-go. It's very tranquil at the moment. We're still waiting for one megalinth over here, which surely can't be as a result of not having any leather now. I thought I'd fixed my leather situation. No, we haven't got any leather. Where's my drying rack? Do we want a drying rack? No, we don't. We want tanning. Tanning. Why are you not doing any leather? Stop drying skins. Yes, turn that off. Turn that off. Hopefully now somebody will do some tanning. We do have tanning, we're just waiting for wet skins. Do we got any wet skins? There's some leather. Oh dear. We've got a disease affecting some crops. That looks bad, doesn't it? This is a new thing to worry about. New thing to worry about, everyone. Crop disease. But that's okay, because we do still have an absolute ton of flour and more grain lying in a grain store somewhere. So we're alright. We're okay. I think it would be good. Where is the grain being stored? In a granary. That makes sense. Do we need another granary? Storage hut, storage hut. Oh, is that a granary? We probably need another granary. Outfitters, that's fine. Yeah, I think another granary is a good idea. So let's build one. But so I think there's been a patch for this, so I should probably just very quickly check that nothing's changed. Stables, huts, tents, roundhouses once we get masonry, that's all the same. Storage. storage tent, wood pile, rock pile, haystack, storage hut, granary, warehouse when you get masonry. That's all still the same, so that's good. I think it kind of makes sense to have a granary near this door. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. So yeah, the other thing I was doing was just checking storage. Let's put a haystack. Put a haystack here, because then they can get quick access to hay. That's all the same. Production. Anything new? Crafter. We've got one of those. Yep, that's all fine. That's all fine. Outfitter. That's good. Workshop. I think I built one of those, didn't I? That looks like that. Yes, I already have a workshop, so that's fine. Brewery, once we get brewing, watermill, wow, and ovens. Gosh, that sounds exciting. Technologically speaking, I mean, ovens in themselves are not that exciting, but as a group of people who are currently cooking bread over a fire, I think an oven sounds pretty cool. Right, metal smithing. We've got one of those. Yeah, that's that over there. Good. Just making sure. Oops. We can do copper mining. We've got one of those. Yeah, we're all right. That's all fine. I mean, it's going slowly, but it's gradually going to build up over time. What we should find is that we get a kind of... If we don't have enough raw metal, we will gradually build up a surplus of charcoal, which is what's going on. 51 charcoal. Hardly any copper ore at all. Copper ore, charcoal. Copper is made from one of those, right. Bronze requires bronze smelting. I don't think we have that yet. We have got loads of technology and I have not been paying attention. That's bronze smelting, isn't it? Right. So let's have a think. Do we want cattle or do we want donkeys? Donkeys leads onto wheels. Or trees? Many questions. I think really we need all of these things and it doesn't particularly matter, so why don't we just go for cattle, because at least we can eat those. Whoa! And that's more knowledge. Some of our people don't have warm clothing. I find that hard to believe, considering we've got 58 wool outfits. I'm sure we've got loads of skin outfits as well. We've domesticated cattle, good. We've got a load of mud. Lots of things happened all at once there. So we should now... I mean, it's winter time. I'm just going to slow things down for a minute. Let's go and have a quick check for cattle. And while we're here, let's check for sheep. Oh, they're sheep. None of those can be... No, they're the wrong colour. They are cave lions, so we probably should kill all of those because they're right nearby. Yeah, we should probably kill the cave lions. I mean, I know you're... I'm not really sure what you... Let's take that clump of people and say, go kill cave lions. See what happens. Let's just turn it onto speed 2. Everybody who's armed, not the children shouldn't be involved. And this cave line's coming, it's asking for it. Seems to be trying to attack it with a knife. That guy decided to stop and have a drink. How weird. Well, maybe we'll just abandon that. going on there? Look, that one's basically knackered. Dude, old woman, kill this cave lion. I command you. Troops, help old woman. That was a raider attack. Are they the? Oh, they're the raiders. They're not troops. Right. Everyone, come and grab weapons and let's get defensive. And they're all taking stations on various walls. They're all getting into towers. Come on, everyone. You're supposed to get indoors. It's very nonchalant, isn't it? This whole, we're being attacked. I'll just stroll as slowly as I possibly can. What is... Oh, there we go. This is kind of working alright, isn't it? Seems to be a crowd of small people standing on exactly the same square here. Raiders killed 30. Extra knowledge. He's broken through and then been gunned down. Well done, team. Well done, everyone. Let's stop blowing the horn of defence and open the gates. Well done, everyone. Well done. Fix the fence. Can't be having a great big gaping hole in the fence, can we? I think that worked quite well. I think we might need another tower over here, though, because they did seem to... This is one of those things where you sort of think, oh, how did that attack go? And you end up basically building a thing ringed with towers. But that's fine. I mean, realistically, it was probably a good idea to have one kind of in the middle and then have some more of these platforms so that people can actually stand together and shoot their arrows. That's what I reckon. If I'm doing it in a way that you think is stupid, then feel free to leave a comment and I might even reply to that and tell you why I'm not being stupid. Yeah, that'll be better. How can we get a bit of defensive thing there? Yeah, there must have been something on the floor there which prevented me from doing that before. So there we go. We have collected all of our winter straw. We've ended up with a massive 143. So depending on how many animals there are alive, we'll have to wait and see how we do there. The old palisade wall is being repaired and it's snowing. Oh, we've got 12 science again as well, which means we can... So we'll take donkeys. And then next year we'll get the wheel. And yeah, so I probably need to queue up a bit of domestication jobs. So while the winter's going on, we'll just have a quick look around. I mean, it's sort of tempting at this point to just go, do you know what, domesticate everything, but I don't want to end up with thousands of goats. That is 2 goats. There's a flock of green things. What are you? Donkeys. Let's capture some donkeys. Right, donkeys. We've got a couple of donkeys there. We're looking for cattle, aren't we? Baby pigs. Doesn't hurt to have more pigs. Let's back to the base. Let's fly over here. More donkeys? Horses. Apparently we can't do horses. We can do donkeys, but not horses. We'll get there. Are you horses? You be donkeys. Might as well try. Really, really looking for sheep though. I mean, there's basically no animals over here. Where have they all gone? I haven't even eaten any of them this year. What are you? You're a deer. You can't domesticate a deer. So that's kind of good and bad. Good in the sense that I found some donkeys. Bad in the sense I didn't find any sheep. I haven't found any cattle either. Reindeer? No, can't domesticate reindeer. I mean, they're ideally suited for the current conditions, but you can't domesticate them. And this is where all the bad things live. Oh, now, do you count as cattle? No. You're ancient bison. So what's cattle then? There be bears. Don't like bears. Anywho, right. So that was sort of good and not. We are having a definite sheep crisis. Crisis might be a bit of an unusual word for it. I'm not sure you can have a sheep crisis, but anyway, so we've got old goat, young female goat, young male goat, adult female goat. So in that one we've got the ability to create more goats. Young female, that's fine. Young female goat. Old female pig, adult female pig. Okay. There is a sheep. Or is a young male sheep. Young female sheep. So we might be alright. We've definitely got more goats than anything else. I don't think it really matters too much. But we should also... How are we doing here? Like, 2. Pending materials. We are still waiting for leather. Raw skin. We've got 2 raw skins. Somebody be making tannin. Come on. I might have to set leather making to a higher priority. Because no one seems to want to do it. Which is annoying. Over here we are making materials. The trader has arrived and look at that. He's got a donkey pulling a cart. Check him out. Sorry, it's a lady. I got that wrong. Right, we're going to buy some leather just because it's annoying me. We'll be alright with copper. I'm not going to buy any animals because you can find animals. So, stuff to sell. Stuff we don't need. There we are. Perfect. 4 flint spears. Is there anything more rubbish than that we definitely don't need? Yeah, bone harpoons. See, we've got fishing rods. Proper fishing rods. As opposed to spears. There we go. It's not quite as... doesn't work out quite as well. We lose a little bit in translation, but it does. It's better. It's better this way. We will get your leather. Right. Apparently we are in possession of 6 megaliths. We have been waiting for them to drag another one of these over here for a very long time because we didn't have any leather. Now we have got leather. That should be all cool, and then we can have a nice religious circle-y thing of stones. Try and prepare for transport. There's a storm. There's a big pig. Another big pig. What are we at? 83 out of 88. So the population went up by about something like 13 people in this episode, which is pretty impressive. Also, this episode has gone on again, probably because of the immense amount of time I've spent looking for sheep. So let's draw it to a close by putting the speed up a little bit and just taking a moment to look at the Ant's Nest, which is my current town. I think it's looking really nice. I'm really happy with how it's going. Really happy, actually. I'm going to build some more houses next year and try and top out 100 people. I mean, that might be worth a shot. I'm not going to do it right now because I want to give them a chance to... It doesn't matter, it's nearly the end of winter. What are you talking about? I want to give them a chance to sort of finish jobs and get things ready for the spring, which is... Now, bullseye. Right, we will press the pause button and they will start immediately queuing up their jobs, which is to plant crops of various types. Awesome. It's all gone well. We had a massive raid of about 20 people turn up and we just all stood on our fenced walls and we threw spears and we killed them all and I don't think we lost a single person. It was great. Very happy with how the defences held up, but I do want to push on to masonry as soon as I can and then build ruddy great big stone walls. That's probably going to be about 3 episodes. Look forward to it. Thanks for hanging out with me today and I will see you again next time. Cheers now. Take care. Bye bye.